I'm burnt out. I'm now a year older. Happy belated birthday to myself. AEW Grand Slam Mexico is an amazing watch, and my god, FJ's prediction market has been hijacked by the feds. This is your shortened recap of FJ's AEW Draft League week number 8. We jump right into the thick of it because everybody knows what happened this past week, but we have an update for FJ's federally funded all-in London prediction market. The federal government has told me that FJ's prediction market is doing too good of a job at distributing wealth evenly. Thus, an emergency amendment has been added to the scoring and points awarded. Now, all teams must choose whether to wager or not. Teams in first to third place stays the same, but now fourth through sixth place must also tell me if they're wagering and are now subject to losing 2 points per incorrect wager. They'll still receive the same amount of points though for getting them right. Also, the overall points for the end of season, the cumulative thing, remains unchanged. Reaper and FJ, though, led in predictions this week, getting 9 out of 12 and 7 out of 12, respectively. Goose, who is in last place going into this week, is the big winner, getting 6 out of 12 correct for an extra cool 18 points. Magic had a rough week at the track, only getting 3 out of 12 correct, which is still a +3 at least. While Chibi and Moore both missed out on dynamite predictions, thanks to this hell world that we inhabit, and went 3-12 and 1-12 overall this week. At least Chibi got 6 points out of Collision, with Reaper and FJ now tied atop the total predictions correct at 7 out of 23 each. This leads right into the points gained overall as well as the standings. I told you this will be a quick and painless update, because man, life be life and hard, and weekly videos with full scripts and full editing is demanded. In last place is Magic with 282 points. A roller coaster of emotions, sending Magic all the way back down from 4th to 6th. But it's more because of his unlucky predictions than anything. MJF finally came back and had everyone on TV this week except for Taz. Andrade also had a big week to become the first entrant in the gauntlet at All In, but might have at least next week off. He had 8 matches and 5 promos out of everyone, which is just a damn solid week. In 5th place is Chibi with 285 points. Story this week for Chibi, aside from getting those extra 6 points, is Brody King with Hangman and Bandito taking the trio's gold from the demand already. Lucha Brody popped back up in Arena Mexico, and that was honestly the nail in the coffin. He also had everyone on TV this week but Julia Hart, so he's looking pretty good right now with 29 points this week. In 4th place is Mora with 286 points. She had a fine week and wouldn't have wagered on her predictions regardless, so no point lost there. At least unless she's close to getting those 10 points at the end of the season now. We got a recap of Konosuke Takeshita killing it in the G1 again this year, and everyone else was on TV but Hook. The problem for her was no title defenses from any of her squad this week. They had 7 matches, but all were multi-man or non-title stuff. Shout out to Mark Davis for his work in that match with Ospreay though. Just awesome stuff. In 3rd place is Goose with 289 points. This is the first time in a while the top 3 had shifted, but Goose, thanks to her predictions, has clawed all the way to 3rd place. She got an extra 18 points in addition to her solid 20-point week, led by Speedball Mike Bailey yet again. She didn't have everyone on TV, far from it, but Bailey and Mox were everywhere. Speedball is having a generation's worth of matches these past 8 days once Dynamite rolls around on the 12th. In second place is FJ with 303 points. Kitty Omega is a Conan guy, I guess, so that sucks for the CMLL faithful and FJ's team. Nonetheless, it's both bald and cruel that Ricochet has already dropped gold. Luckily for FJ, he also has Bandito, who now has that same gold that slipped out of the hair follicles of Ricochet. 2 belts Dito gonna have some swag in that step now. Persephone continues to pick up wins as well, which is always nice to see. Otherwise, it was a quiet week waiting for Tecla to return and Jay White to start his Continental Cup run on Dynamite. Finally, in first place is still Reaper with 310 points. Mr. Consistent is only missing one person this week, who is already good to go for next week in Kyle O'Reilly. Luckily, his other Kyle, in Fletcher, continue to have match of the night and match of the year caliber matches week in and week out lately. Fletcher's match at Grand Slam Mexico for the international title with Speedball being far and away the match of at least this past week. Hangman also grabbed Trios Gold with Brodito, so we'll see how long they hold the Trios titles that are white hot right now. And that's it! The feds are now cracking down on me trying to equalize everyone with my prediction market. Kyle Fletcher is your MVP because his match was insane, so that's the tiebreaker for points. Next week we'll have another recap. Probably. Maybe? Check out the website for any info too. Will next week be longer? Will I still be burnt out? Will it be fine? In all honesty, next week's recap may just be a rest week for me, where I just do a non-scripted video of just the points and the standings update from this coming week. Either way, thank you for watching, and see y'all next week.